Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about policy reform and veganism. I'm specifically going to talk about halal meat and fireworks. In the first part of the video you'll have to bear with me a bit because I'm talking about the importance of fireworks to my British cultural heritage. Now, this isn't in any way saying that fireworks is ethical. It's just demonstrating to you how fireworks are an important part of my British cultural heritage. And that's it. You can say that something is important to your cultural heritage, but also bad for animals, and that's perfectly fine. It's like Christmas chicken, that's important to people's cultural heritage. That was a very important part of my cultural heritage as well. But it's obviously unethical. So bear with me for that, because I think that's a very important point that I need to factor in. Otherwise, you're not really going to understand the rest of the video. Okay, so fireworks and bonfire night are an important part of my culture. A really, really important part of my culture. I remember being hoisted up on my dad's shoulders when I was little, and we just watched the fireworks together, and they used to like in the air. And you know, I really wanted to recreate that with my children. I really wanted to be able to, for them to be hoisted up on their dad's shoulders, and for them to enjoy the fireworks and go around the little fun fair with their dad and mum. And you know, it's part of our identity as British people, and it's just nice to see the kids playing with their dad while the fireworks are going on and dancing in the music, and their dad hoisting them up on their shoulders like my dad used to do. And for me, it's just a really big part of my shared heritage, our shared heritage and our shared identity.
If fireworks are an important part of my traditions and my cultural heritage, and halal meat is an important part of Muslims' religion, why is it then that when we type in fireworks and vegan, we have vegan after vegan arguing that fireworks aren't vegan? But when we type in halal meat vegan, we have vegans actually defending the use of halal meat.
Okay, so why do I support a ban on fireworks and a ban on halal meat? When I say a ban on halal meat, although I support a policy that will ban halal meat altogether, and I would support a policy that banned meat altogether, when we're talking about banning halal meat, we're mainly talking about banning halal slaughter in the UK. So that would mean being able to export halal slaughtered meat into the UK, and also banning halal meat in schools, hospitals and other public areas. Although I think a complete ban on halal meat would be a great idea, just like I think a complete ban on meat altogether would be a good idea, I don't necessarily think that those policies are possible within our lifetime, if that makes sense. So here we're just going to talk about policy reform and what might be possible in our lifetime, what reforms might be possible. So what's been done in terms of halal meat and what's possible in our lifetime?
In 2018, Lancashire Council actually banned halal meat being sold in council-funded schools.
So I absolutely love this policy, and why I love this policy is because around 5% of the population are Muslim. In turn, around 5% of school-aged children are Muslim. And so that 5%, if they don't take packed lunches, will eat a vegan or vegetarian meal 5 days a week. And I just find that such a good policy, and my hope is that those kids will actually take some of those recipes home that they found at school, the vegetarian or vegan recipes that they love, and share them with their family. and in turn, you know, again, reduce the amount of animals being killed even more.
So Denmark actually banned kosher and halal slaughter altogether.
So just to be clear, Denmark actually doesn't allow halal and kosher slaughter within their country. However, they allow imports of products which have been slaughtered in a halal and kosher way. So why do I think this is a good idea? I think this is a good idea because generally when you rely heavily on imports, it tends to raise the price of products. The reasons for this are because you have a lot of trading regulations quite often. You also have import tax, and you also have the issue of not having as much competition because you can't produce that kind of product in-house. As you're raising the price of these products, they become less affordable to people, and as they're less affordable to people, people tend to eat less of them. And that's the way it kind of goes. So as people are eating less halal and kosher meat, that's great. We want people to eat less meat. We want it to be more expensive so people eat less of it. That's what we want as vegans. We want to reduce the overall consumption of meat by making it a higher price. Okay, so pretty much every single firework display, like big firework display this year, has been cancelled. However, I'm going to focus on what's happened in the past for animal rights and animal welfare, because I think that's what's important, and that will show us in the future where policy reform can lie.
So Sainsbury's actually banned the sale of fireworks.
Okay, so it isn't just Sainsbury's. There have been discussions in Parliament as well as various councils in the UK about reducing firework usage. So this can be done. One of the most popular ways of doing this, suggested by the government, is actually reducing when you can set off fireworks. So making it illegal to set off fireworks on any day of the year that isn't bonfire night or New Year's or other kind of festivals. So this would mean that if your birthday is around November, October time, that you can't have fireworks for your birthday, but you can have fireworks on bonfire night or on Christmas or New Year's, that kind of thing. So I obviously think what Sainsbury's have done and what the government's suggesting about reducing fireworks for certain days of the year is very, very good, because it means that we can save more animals. It means that less animals are, getting scared and running into cars and getting killed. It means that there's less kind of damage to the environment from leftover fireworks that people have just left around. And so, yes, I think that that's a very, very good policy that the government is putting forward, as well as the Sainsbury's. So I now want to talk about reform and reforming these traditions and these religious practices, because I think that that's a really important thing to do. So in terms of the firework display and bonfire night, I'm really sad that bonfire night has gone from 2020. Really, really sad about it. I mean, it's sad that people can't experience that community feeling, that they can't experience their heritage and their culture. And I want to see bonfire night come back for 2021, but I want to see it come back in a reformed way, in a more animal friendly way. I want firework displays in the future to be laser firework displays, where we can see the projections of fireworks all in the sky. And I think that's a way of practicing our culture and our cultural heritage in a more animal friendly way. And I also want to see when county councils get rid of halal meat, for them to make sure that these dishes are suitable for Muslims, to make sure that these vegetarian and vegan dishes are alcohol free. And I also want them to share parts of their cultural heritage with us. You know, if there's a county council getting rid of halal meat, I want them to, you know, have dishes that Muslims from certain areas are used to, like have Indian dishes which Muslims are used to, or have dishes from Pakistan which Muslims are used to. I want them to have a reformed culture. I want to have reformed religions. I want to have reformed traditions as well. And yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you like it.